So let's get going. Okay, this is what a lot of your homework's going to be like tonight. You guys have to learn as students, guys. You have to learn to sort through the mess and only focus on what needs to be focused on. We look at number one. We're trying to find A and B. Sort through the mess. What's going to help you solve for A?
PQR?
Not PQR.
PQT.
PQT. Why is that? Yeah, angle or A is just the arc. And so if we look at that, we say, well, what angle defines that arc? It's angle PQT. Well, what do you know about the inscribed angle and the measure of its arc? It's always half. So therefore, 60 is half of A. How do you solve for A? Multiply by 2. Therefore, A is 120 degrees. Now, understanding that that's 120, how does that help us find B?
Then you have to find
All right, we know that TS is 30.
So you add 20 and 30.
Okay, very good. So that means that angle B is PRS, which intercepts arc PTS. So that means that angle B is half of 120 plus 30. So half of 150. So B is 75 degrees. Alright, was that super hard? No, right? You just got to train yourself to look through the mess and focus on that key part. Okay, take a look at number 2. Which rule are we going to use to help us solve number 2?
No, we could do the quadrilateral.
Except for that's not a quadrilateral.
It's a triangle.
It's triangle, which is not a quadrilateral. I think Justin's more onto it. X intercepts the diameter.
So it makes it 90.
Therefore, X is automatically 90 degrees.
Whoa.
That's done. Remember that go back to this slide, the diameter, the intercepted or inscribed angle intercepts the diameter. It's a 90-degree angle. Okay, number 3. What's going to help us out here?
On that one where they call it the intercepted diameter?
No. Does that look like a diameter?
X is 72.
No.
Is it intercepted arc dimension?
What?
The arc dimension.
Well, what's the rule?
Wait, if
What's
they're
the
like
rule?
that, then they're inscribed angles that intercept.
Ah, say it a little louder.
If they're like intersecting like that, then they're congruent.
Yeah, if we intercept the same arc, then the angles must be congruent. Great. Almost helps us a little bit.
So it's
That tells us that X is equal to Y. Slight problem. I don't know what X is, and therefore I don't know what Y is.
So if you inscribe arc,
Y is 72 divided by 2.
because they're the same.
No.
X is
because it's
the
the
earth.
center.
Oh, I know.
It's the center angle, and you have to get the center angle from the.
No, it's not the central angle. Keep thinking. Ooh, who wants it more? Shay, go ahead, Shay.
It's the intercepting angle.
No, not
It's
this.
the inscribed angle.
What's special about the inscribed angle?
It's half of the
Half of
72.
the arc. So if X is half my arc, what's half of 72?
36.
Therefore, X is 36 and Y is 36.
So I was right.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Hey.
Okay, take a look at number 4. We got a lot of things going on here on number 4.
Not really.
What's
2 steps.
well, a lot of different concepts coming into play.
All they need to do is
Hit the arcs and then subtract them from 360.
Ooh, that's an interesting perspective.
It's
Isn't it
gonna be
versus
180.
Why would it be 180?
Well,
because that's the
one,
diameter, right?
it's because it's the diameter, which makes this
Yeah, but it's
90.
Hold on,
It makes
hold
this-
on, hold on.
makes
If the
this
same
90
thing was equal
and
to
times
the
2 is 180.
How
But
do you know?
also,
How do you know?
since this right here is 180, that will be 180 because that's exactly the diameter.
Slight problem.
Just like problem.
Slight and very slight problem.
Just like problem.
How do you know?
Wait, it's not.
How do you know that this line
It's not.
is a diameter? Does it go through the center? Is that center identified and marked for you? Then it does not go through the center.
It's not nice.
Okay?
It's okay.
So, now, there are a couple ways to go. I like what Alex was saying earlier. I understand that the total sum of the arcs on the circle is 360. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to show you guys another method after that. Okay? So understanding that, if this is my inscribed angle at 68, what does that make this arc?
136.
Remember, the arc is twice the angle. So 136. If this is 28, what is this arc? Alright, what's 56 and 136?
Okay, that's a triangle.
192.
Add 50.
Hold on, Tim. So now we take 360 and subtract the sum of those arcs. And therefore, what do we get? So therefore, my arc must be 168 degrees. Okay? Now there is another approach, and Taya, you were talking about it just then. What is that other approach?
You add 68 and 28, and then whatever the sum of those two, you minus from 180 and then
There we go. If I can figure out what this angle is since I have a triangle, 68 and 28 is 96. And what is 96 subtracted from 180? 84. Therefore, that angle must be 84 degrees, which means that its arc is twice that. Therefore, 168. Two approaches, the same problem. I don't care which one you choose. All right, my concern is that you are able to use the concepts from today's lesson to solve the problem. 68 and 28 is 96. So we take 180 minus 96, 84 degrees. And remember, the sum of the angles of a triangle are 180. All right, take a look at number 5. Right off the bat, what can you tell me?
X is 45.
All right, x is 45. How'd you get that, Taya?
90 divided by
90 divided by 2, 45. Very good. All right, what else can you guys tell me?
Z is 85.
Z is 85. How'd you get that?
170 divided by 2.
170 divided by 2. Ah, now here comes the easy part. Again, depending on 2 ways you can look at this. Now knowing what Z is, and knowing what X is, you can use the triangle interior sum theorem, the fact that all triangles add to 180. You can solve for Y. Or you could use the fact that all the arcs must add up to 360 to find the missing arc, which will then help you find Y. Either one of those methods will work. So what's 45 plus 75?
It's 85.
Was that 85? All right, what's 85 plus 45?
It's
130. Therefore, Z is?
Y.
Oh, Y. Jeez, come on. I can do something right today. So Y is 50. And you can probably go back and make sure that's correct. What is 170 plus 90?
260.
260. So how many degrees are left to get to 360? And half of 100?
50.
Good, checks out. All right, take a look at number 6. What are you trying to find on number 6?
CC.
Arc BC. Trying to find the measure of arc BC. All right. Well, what is AC?
X 180, so it's X.
Why is it 180?
Because it's intercepted.
There we go. It's the diameter. So understand that these two angles must add up to 180. So 4x is 180. X is 45.
So this is BC.
All right. So that means that angle BPC is 3 times 45, which is 135 degrees.
Yeah.
So that means that the measure of arc BC is 135. Remember, the measure of the arc is the same as its central angle. All right, that's it.
Wait, which one's
Do you have Math in Excel or worksheet?